Hey y'all, it's Natalie Presidente, and I don't know how to contour my titties. That's actually a horrible entrance. I feel like I should do a new introduction. Okay. Hi, it's Natalie Presidente, and I decided to actually do my nails today. Is that still not good? Fuck. Hi, I'm Natalie Presidente, and my eyeliner is uneven. And now that I'm done getting red, let me fix my titties. Hi, I'm Natalie Presidente. Welcome back to Natalie Says. Sup, bitch? I'm surprised I didn't scare y'all off from the last video. I'm surprised y'all still here. But welcome back. I'm so glad to see you again. Let's just get right into it because honestly, I had inspiration for this video like since the incident happened. I went on a horrible date. This date was not just bad, it was literally, and I swear you guys, I'm not tripping, this date was the worst date I have ever been on in my whole entire life. Like, I'm a cute bitch, so like, I've been on enough dates, you know what I mean? I'm not like some stay-at-home ass, lame ass bitch. So, what exactly happened on this horrible date, you may be thinking? Girl, what didn't happen on this fucking date? First of all, let's have a little backstory. So y'all all been on dates before. Y'all all know what you should and should not say on a first date. First of all, you should not be bringing up fucking meeting someone's parents. You should not be bringing up religion. You should not be bringing up politics. You should not be bringing up your ex. Do y'all want to guess how many of those things that this motherfucker did? Let's do a little quiz. Let's do a little Natalie Says quiz. Yay. A, one of those things. B, two of those things. C, I forgot how many things I listed and I'm running out of fucking numbers. Or D, all of them but one. Go ahead, take a sec. Let me just have some of my vodka. Bitch. D, all of them but one. This motherfucker managed to bring up politics, managed to bring up me meeting his family, managed to bring up his ex multiple times, and I'm just sitting here like, are you fucking serious? Have you never been on a first date in your entire life? And y'all know I'm that bitch. So I'm sitting here like trying to save his ass. I'm changing the subject. I'm like, oh, ha ha ha. Like, I know you just brought up your ex a million times, but look how cute I am. And I'm like trying to like reel the conversation back into something that isn't just horrendous in every aspect. He wasn't letting it happen. So anyway, that was the summary. Let's get into specifics. Let me just tell y'all about the worst date of my life. So to begin, it was a dark winter's night. Natalie was sitting in her home. She was tired and cold and just wanted some male attention. So she may or may not have been on Grindr. Bitch, it's 2018, I'm gay. Of course I'm on Grindr, who isn't? Fuck you. And this individual decides to message me, and he's okay looking, like he's not a panty dropper, but he's also not ugly either. Like I probably would fuck him, but it's just irritating because I really can't tell. Like his picture looks old. Like, you know, you could spot a bitch and be like, when was the last time you updated your profile picture? Because it doesn't look like it's recent. So he sent me a few more, and like it was just as I thought. Like all of them kind of look like they're from different eras. Seriously, this motherfucker, like his World War II photo is on this side, and then his 2018 pictures on this side, and I'm just like, bitch, what? But he looked okay in all of them, so I'm like, all right, I will let this motherfucker like slide. He could be on the winning team. He could hang out with me. And so we've been talking on and off through Grindr, and he's like, oh, like I don't give up my number unless like you make a good impression on me. And I'm like, bitch, make a good impression on you? Who are you? It was Sunday, and he hit me up, and he's like, we should hang out tomorrow. Like you know, I've been really wanting to meet you, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what, this motherfucker dedicated. If nothing else, he could come hang with me. He could be on the winning team, fine. And I decide I'm gonna meet this boy. So I literally get home on Monday, and he's like, oh, so what time is coffee? And I'm like, fuck. Like I legitimately forgot. That's how unimportant this motherfucker was. I Googled the closest coffee place that I could find. It was literally like right down the street. So I was like, okay, cool, we'll get this over with. If he's super cute, then I'll bring him back home. I'm a slut, I'll admit it. And if he's not cute, I could just ditch him at the coffee place. Like, bye. He comes here, and he's okay in person. He's cute, he's got a good body. Because he wasn't ugly, he was cute in person. I'm not a hater, I'll admit it. I'm like, okay, maybe this could go somewhere. Cue the fucking record scratch sound effect here, bitches. It went downhill. I was not pleased from here on out. So we go. The first thing that happens, we sit down, and he's like, oh, hold on, I need to move some money around. I'm like,
Bitch, what?
Move money around for a $4 coffee. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, we've all been there. Like, I come from a rough ass, like, growing up environment. I'm not hating on people that don't have money. It's $4. It's $4 fucking dollars. Like, I'm 27 years old, y'all. Like, I have been struggling pretty much my whole entire life. So if this isn't a dig at somebody being broke or being poor, like, I get it. Like, I've been there literally. Y'all don't even know. But if you're gonna invite somebody to a date to grab coffee and you don't have money to get coffee, I'm just like, okay, so you can't afford some coffee. You invited me to get coffee that you can't afford. All right, move your $2.50 over, move your $4 over, whatever you need to do. Like, it's fine. Like, you know what I mean? I've dated bum bitches before. If they were cute or good in bed, I kept them around. But at this point, I'm just kind of
like, girl,
I'm irritated. But I'm a humble bitch, so I keep it cute. It's fine. So y'all, it's all right. In the end, he did end up getting the money for his coffee. He moved his cents and his quarters around in his bank account. I'm not really sure, but he did something and he produced coffee. I was like, okay, cool. So we sit down and he's like, we're talking, we're making small talk. We're talking about where we grew up, where we're at. And I'm like, okay, things are okay. And then he's like, yeah, me and my ex.
Record scratch.
Who does that? Like, we all, like, accidentally, I'm sure I brought up our ex at a date at one point when it was, like, super fucking relevant to what we were talking about. But, like, at this point, I'm just sitting here, like,
are you for real?
and so I'm like, okay, like, cool. Like, it was a real casual mention. And then literally 2 minutes later, oh, yeah, and then my ex did this. Am I on a date with you or you and your ex, bitch? Because I'm learning his whole fucking autobiography, bitch. At this point, I'm going to go home with your ex. I'm learning so much about him. So at this point, I'm thinking, I'm baffled. Let me just change the subject. So I'm like, oh, haha, yeah. Your ex, cool. Oh, by the way, the sky is blue. And he's just like,
Blue! Like my ex's favorite color. Oh my god, my ex, by the way.
and I'm like,
Girl.
like, I could be like, oh, I stepped on the grass once. And he's like,
Oh my god, my ex used to eat grass. I love him so much.
and I'm like,
Bitch.
so I'm kind of at this point like, okay, this isn't going anywhere. I'm definitely not calling this motherfucker back. At this point, I'm just really trying to make these next few minutes like as little awkward as possible. And I'm sick of hearing about his ex. Are y'all ready? Are you on the edge of your seats yet? Part 2 coming up, bitch. He decides to bring up politics. And initially I'm like, okay, you're gay. Like, we're probably gonna see eye to eye. Like, it's cool. Like, I really don't speak politics. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100. I pretty much like stay out of that stuff. I know I should be more involved. I understand it's bad to be out of politics, blah, 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 blah. We'll save that for another video. But normally I just keep steer clear. But I'm like, cool, you're gay, I'm gay. Like, you're gonna bring up like how much you love Obama, or you're gonna bring up, you know, how we got, you know, our rights recently to get married, and now cool, like it's gonna be a good time. No, he's like, this crooked Hillary. And as soon as he said the crooked Hillary, I'm like, your ex is your cousin, is what you're trying to say. And I'm convinced at this point. And so I'm like, crooked Hillary. I'm like, oh my God, he's a Trump supporter.
You guys, he's a Trump supporter!
I respect anyone's different political beliefs, but I'm not gonna date someone with that much of a different political belief than me. I'm like, let me just change the subject. It's fine. Like, he probably brought it up by mistake. So I'm like, oh, haha, yeah, politics. I'm like, I really just like try to stay out of it. Like, it's just horrible to bring up around people. Like, you never know, people are gonna start arguing. It's just not something good to bring up. Like, ha ha ha, like, you good though. So by the way, Dairy Queen. And he's just like,
Yeah, you're right. You right. You right. I really don't like to bring up politics either. I hate talking politics. You really never know who's going to be on the other side. Like, you don't know who's going to be feeling what type of way about what you got to say.
blah, blah. I'm like, oh, cool. In my head, I'm thinking, he's getting it. Like, praise Jesus, this is over. It's a wrap. So literally the next sentence out of his mouth after I don't like talking politics is but. And I just go, I'm just literally sitting here like, I'm just sitting here like, girl, I feel like I'm on punked. I'm like,
Ashton Kutcher, where you at, bitch? Ashton Kutcher, what's good?
There's got to be some hidden cameras here somewhere. Like, nobody could be this stupid. Like, nobody could be this horrible. So then, part 3. We get off the subject of politics.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
He keeps bringing up his ex the whole damn time. But we did get off politics for a second. And we decided to talk about our upbringing and our growing up. And I'm like, cool, like, this is fun. I'm like, yeah, you know, I didn't grow up very wealthy. You know, I really was on the struggle bus for a long time. I'm barely starting to, you know, make something of myself. I worked really hard, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, I'm a mechanic. So my first thought when someone says they're a mechanic is like, okay, cool. Like, mechanics make money. Like, I don't know why you're struggling for coffee. You're a mechanic. Like, are you like a part-time mechanic? Do you work on like Hot Wheels? I really don't understand. Bitch, I'll send you my Hot Wheels if that helps you pay your bills, bitch. If it helps you get your ramen and your coffee. It doesn't matter. This isn't a poor shaming video because I grew up poor, like I said. It's regardless. But then he's like, I live at home. I live in a double wide with my parents and my brother and my rabbit. And I'm like, I love that you have a rabbit. Like, that's about the only thing in that sentence that I really fucked with. Girl, seriously, you live at home still? And I'm like, I do not see myself as someone who lives at home. Like, I'm not about to go home and try to bang you and have you moaning and your mom walk in and be like,
Snacks? Condoms? Let me know.
if you're gonna be a loud bitch during intercourse, I don't want some crusty old busty old woman walking in offering me things. He lives with his parents in a double wide trailer talking about supporting Trump. And I'm just like, at this point, like, oh my God, you're a hillbilly. So I changed the subject, and he decides to bring up his ex again. And he's like,
Yeah, my ex, he lives in California. We only met for a week, but it was a week during Christmas and New Year's, and it was the best week of my life.
I'm like, oh, your ex lives in California. Why don't you just move to California? Girl. Because this date can't possibly get any worse. Girl, it got worse. And you know what his motherfucking response was? Let's do another trivia challenge. Are you ready, everyone? Trivia. What did the piece of shit date I went on answer whenever I said, why don't you move to California? It's gonna be A, too many gays. B, too expensive. C, too many illegal immigrants. Or D, all of the above. Okay, are you ready? It was C, illegal immigrants. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Hello, of course, Trump supporting bitch doesn't like illegal immigrants. Oh my God, shocker of the century, face crack of the century. I'm shook. I said, in the nicest way I could, because I wanted to get up and just slap the shit out of him. I said, how do illegal immigrants affect you that much? Like, how does an illegal immigrant status affect you so much you don't want to move to a state? And in my head, I'm like, of course I know the answer. You're just a racist piece of shit. And it just boggles my mind that there are gay people out there that don't love everyone just right off the bat. It's crazy to me. I'm chugging my caramel macchiato. I'm just like trying to make that noise. You know, the noise when you're done with the drink. I'm trying to like keep making it. So he'll be like, bitch, let's go. And I'm like, and he's like, insert something racist. Insert something about his ex. Insert something fucking problematic as fuck. And I'm just like literally trying so hard, like, what can I do to get this bitch? So at this point, I'm just like, there's literally no way this date could get any worse. I'm like, you're racist, you're broke, you're annoying, you're boring, you're a Trump supporter, you keep bringing up your ex. You know, in any movie, when you say, it can't get any worse, what happens? Bitch, it got worse. It goes from him talking about his ex and his mom to like,
Yeah, if my mom met you, I'm not really sure she'd like you. I don't know how she really feels about me dating a flamboyant gay.
and I'm like,
Girl.
I'm sitting here like, we met less than an hour ago and you are talking about me meeting your mother. Why would I want to meet your mother slash sister slash cousin? I'm sure they're all the same fucking person. No, but yeah, I'm not some manly man and I don't feel bad about it. I have no apologies for it, so go fuck yourself, period. Are you really comparing me to your ex and telling me I'm gonna meet your mother? So we're finally leaving. And I'm like, thank fucking gay God, thank RuPaul, thank Jesus, Yeezus, just thank everyone. If you can thank them at this point because I'm over it. And he's like, oh, well, I have to go pick up my brother. My brother needs my car. He says he lives like an hour away. I'm like, oh, good, you better get on the road. I'll see you later. This has been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed hearing about your ex and your racist tendencies and the fact that you support a sexist, potential rapist, piece of shit president. Like, this has been so fun. And you don't like flamboyant gays, or your mom doesn't. Like, this has been a really good date. Like, I'll see you later, girl. I'm trying to, like, get this bitch out of my car. And he's like,
you know, I can hang out for a little bit. Like, if you want me to come upstairs, like, I can't stay long, but I can come hang out.
I'm like, how the shit in your head did you think this date went well enough? But the last thing I want is this bitch to get in my apartment. I'm like, I just have a lot to do. I'm really busy. You know, I work from home, so. And he's like, well, this day went really well, so maybe I should text you. I should get your number. So I'm like a nice person, unfortunately, and I was put on the spot, and I was like, fuck it. So I gave him my number. I was like, all right, whatever. So I give this bitch my number. He texts me, and it turns green. So after everything this motherfucker's done to me, bring up his ex, be racist, bring up politics, be annoying, live at home, not have money, all that, he's gonna traumatize me that much further by texting me from an Android? I broke down at that point. I went in my restroom and I just cried. I cried and cried and cried, and I said, God, what did I do to deserve this?
What did I do?
No, I'm just kidding. If you guys learned anything from this video, please take away what not to do on a first date. Girl, I pray to Jesus that y'all know not to do that shit. And Jesus and I are cool. So please don't be an ignorant piece of shit. Alrighty, you guys, I hope you found my trauma entertaining. I hope that you learned how not to go on a first date. And I hope that this never happens to me again, because it was fucking terrible. No, but on the real, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope it was entertaining for y'all. So let me know your stories in the comments below. Like, subscribe, comment, turn on that notification, smash that like button, as the kids are saying these days, and just definitely show some love to your girl. Love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. God bless you, bitches.